Warning, in case you didn't read my channel name, there is fake gore ahead. Sup guys? If you follow me on Twitter, you know that I have been obsessed with The Revenant since before it even came out, and even more so after I saw it twice so far in theaters, probably shooting for a third soon. But I love Leonardo DiCaprio, he's in all my favorite movies, and more importantly, he deserves a goddamn Oscar. So, I am doing this look because if he doesn't win, this is what's gonna happen to everyone at the Academy. I am just kidding, but I am doing this inspired by Leonardo DiCaprio's character, Glass, in The Revenant, and what happens to him, which, spoiler alert, but it's not very spoilery because it's, you know, pretty much the premise of the movie. He gets attacked by a bear, and it really fluffs him up, as bears should when they're attacking.
I hear a bear. No, please.
Get it? I'm a bear. The movie's better. But, he's got like crazy scratches all over his chest and his back and his neck. So we're gonna be focusing on the neck portion today. His neck wound is like really intense and really big, and ours is not gonna be that big. If you were really going to do this for real and have it look anywhere near as good as it did in the movie, which by the way, the FX in that movie is so good. You should go see it just for that, if nothing else. But you should go see it anyway because it's just amazing. But if you wanted to do it full out, you would want to, you know, sculpt it out the long way, make a mold, make a prosthetic from there. We're just gonna do it straight on the neck. Fire attack. And we'll be using pretty much all 3rd degree to do it. So let's get started. First thing you wanna do is you wanna make sure that the area that you're gonna be working in is very, very clean, because if there's any residue on the area that you're working, the silicone will peel up. As it is, this is a hard spot to put makeup in anyway because the neck is so mobile, so make sure you do this step first. Every little bit helps. Then I'm going to take a light pink lip liner and I'm going to mark out the area on my neck that we're gonna be attacked. You can do any shape that you really want, but I'm trying to go roughly off of this picture, which I do believe is from the FX makeup in the movie. Kind of looks like a whale. Then I am taking a little cup, because I'm going to be working in small amounts, and then I am taking this, which is 3rd degree, aka silicone. They usually come in smaller jars, but I have the big ones. And there are parts A and B. Parts A and B. You never want to mix these together unless you're ready to use them, and when you mix them together, you always want to mix them in a third-party container. So you're never, ever pouring one into the other, ever. You are always pouring it into a brand new space, because if you were to pour these together, they would set and then you wouldn't be able to use it anymore. So I'm going to pour in part A, whatever amount I think I'm going to use into that little cup, and then I'm going to pour in an equal amount of part B. You can just eyeball it. It works within eyeball range. Once you've poured it in, take a spatula, popsicle stick, any kind of stick kind of thing. You're gonna mix it, and then it's gonna start working magic. So I'm gonna do that, and when I'm done, I'll be back with further berry instructions. Not like berries. Berries are cute. I mean like berries, like. Okay. So now that our silicone is in the process of setting, I'm going to start taking it and running it along the edges where we left our pink marks. Don't be afraid to use your spatula or popsicle stick to get a clean edge by wiping it away with the other side. Now, as you work, it's going to start to get thicker, like mine is now. And when that happens, I just try to spread it out, thin out the edges, going away from the cut. You can either use a brush or your fingers. Sometimes it's easier to tell what's going on. with the fingers. And I find that I can work much faster once it starts to set and it's kind of in this consistency. Because then it's not too runny and you can just kind of lay it and move on. I want this one to be the deepest, so I'm going to add the most around the outside of this one. All right, so now it's starting to get this sticky consistency where it's really hard to work with. So at this point, I would just quit on what I have left in here, and I'm gonna make a new batch and just add on top of this once this is completely dry and set. So this is batch number 2, and I'm repeating the process, building up all the sides that are already there, making sure I didn't miss any other sides. We're in that goopy stage again, so you wanna make sure you're cleaning out the inside of your cuts because they will drip into it for now. So keep doing this. You can also use this stage to kind of smooth out any sticky bump areas you got at the end of the last batch. See? Dripping into the cut. Get out of there. Starting to get to that good stage again. So this is where you want to work quickly. Okay, so now that this is set and it's all built up the way that you wanted to, we're going to first powder it. This takes away the shine on the silicone. And gives it instantly a more realistic, fleshy look. Now mine is already pretty well adjusted to my skin tone. I used a powder that had some pigment to it, so I don't think I'm going to do any coloring to the skin, but if the silicone you're using does not match your skin, you're going to want to color that first. And I will put some tutorials down below that explain how you should color for skin tone. Then I'm taking an alcohol activated palette. This is one of Neill's, and I love them. If you are wondering, these are more affordable than the Skin Illustrator palettes, and they are just as good. You activate these with 99% alcohol. They will not be activated by 91 or 93 or 95 or 97. Then I'm just going to take a red color. This one's Mutilate specifically, and I'm going to start painting in all of our wound areas. You don't have to use alcohol activated paints for this. You can use water activated paints or probably even grease paints. So use whatever you have. I prefer these because I think that they look nicest with silicone and they have the longest wear time. I'm going to take a darker color. This one's Contusion. I'm going to go inside of the wound still just to change the color up a little bit, give it a little more dimension. And I'm going to take a little bit of Eternal, which I believe is pretty much black. Yeah. I'm going to use that to just make it look like the inside of each wound is a little bit deeper. But you know this is all going to get filled with scab blood soon, so you don't need to take too much time. Do you see what I just did? Disgraceful. If you get anything that looks too drawn, I would take some alcohol on your brush and then sweep it through like this. It will disperse the color and take away any drawn looking lines that you might get. I'm going to take some of the plasma color and very lightly go around the outsides of each wound to make the skin look irritated. I like using a lot of alcohol on my brush because I like letting it seep into all the little cracks to give it a lot of texture. Once your skin is looking nice and raw on the outside, nice and red on the inside, we're gonna take the favorite, scab blood. You can use whatever you need to get into your gnarly wounds, but I'm using a spatula. And then just get in there, start laying down the scabs. Oh yeah. Then taking regular drippy blood and one of these little spongy guys, I'm going to dip it in the blood, and then I'm going to start patting it right outside the wounds in a random fashion. This is to messy up the wounds, to make it look like there was a struggle. But don't overdo it because you'll hide all the hard work you did. Alright, then for the finishing touch, take a brush, roll it in blood, and start putting it everywhere. I'm going to take that sponge from before and kind of mess up this area. Because again, there's a struggle, you know what I'm saying? It needs to look struggly. Heck, you know, if you're gonna go for it, you might as well commit too, right? There'd be blood on this shirt. Just go for it. And once you're done with the blood, you are done with the look. Let's do some close-ups, huh? So that is my Revenant inspired bear attack look. Leo, I hope that you win the Oscar. If you don't, but you will. Don't even worry about it. You will. You're great. You're so great. They can't keep doing this forever. They can't. Okay, bye. That bear may be a beast, but we, my zombies, are SFXy beasts. Oh, yeah. Oh, my dance moves look really cool with the wide angle. My neighbors can totally see me right now. That's the Leo. We gotta get the teeth out. And start spitting. I don't have any spit, but if I did. This one attacks me every morning like she's the bear from the Revenant. Don't ya? Scratching the back, flipping me over, biting me. Thank you. This is my little bear. Alright, so I have to go because I have a surprise party to go to. And this is not part of the surprise. Surprise! Your friend is dying. That's not part of it. Alright, so I'm gonna go get cleaned up. See you later. Good luck, Leo. You don't even need it. You don't even need it. You're fine. Okay, bye!